Alrighty, welcome back. I'm Bad Chad, and that's Aiden. Aiden in the bedding. We're on air, and what's going to happen is we're going to put the steering column back in, and we're going to put the front end on. We want to put the front end on because we got both wheel arches done in the back. We have more grinding to do. You can come take a look around there, sweetheart. Right with you, Aiden. I'm just going to show what's going on here for a second. We're going to put the steering column. I just mentioned that. But we got some grinding done around the trunk lid. Got that ground. Aiden got the welding done on this fender. We got that ground. We didn't get the piece put in there yet. Got the wheel lip ground on this side with the round bar in there. Man, that's just something sturdy. That's a good fender. I think you could pick the car up with that fender. Got the bottom of the fender repaired there. Got the front repaired on that. Got the backs swooped off nice. Going a little quick for you, ain't it, baby? Show all that stuff. Got the swoop up. Got that done. Got the front piece done, and the fender fits really nice. I like the round stock in there, and you can do it either way because we seen Terry's car yesterday, and he done it the original way, just as good as this way. But I'm happy that we got it done, and it looks good. I'm liking the wheel arches. It reminds me of the toy. That's what we're doing. We're building that toy, or something that looks like it, obviously. So basically, it's looking pretty good. I have to grind this side and put the strips in for that side. But we're going to jump ahead a little bit and get Aiden inside. We're going to put the steering column back in it and get the front end on it because, in all honesty, the wheel openings on the front end have to be modified, I'm thinking. They have to be modified just like the back. And we want to get it on so we can start modifying it and get it really looking like the toy. We have to build the front end piece that holds the front end on. We have to do a little bit of everything. I'm going to send Aiden in through the trunk, and we're going to put the steering column on for the very first time and hook it up so it can steer. And that's what we're going to do. Let's do it. And then we'll move the wagon, and we'll push that out, and we'll get the front end on. Yesterday's video was very funny. I got to watch it. It was funny. It made me laugh. Something wrong. But it was very funny. Go on in through the trunk there, Aiden, and I'll get you to hold the steering column. We do not know if it's going to fit yet. Going to have to grease or oil that trunk lid, but this is the original one off the car. I took it off, so it should go back on. What I don't know is whether it's going to go through the... I think I'm going to have to cut a little bit more out right there, and I'm going to do that right at the present moment. Bear with me, Aiden. I'm going to grab a zip cut, and I'm going to cut a little bit of that firewall out so you can grab the steering column and hold it while I put it on. I got Aiden to do some work underneath of the wagon this morning. Had a couple places on the inside sill that needed a couple pieces. Aiden was able to cut them, weld them in, and replace them. Is very happy about that. He's got the underneath of it blacked out, looking good, and we'll show you that here in a minute. Got my glasses. I haven't got my glasses. Wasn't prepared, I guess. But there they are. Oh, I'll pat that mic. That doesn't matter. That won't hurt your ears. We need a extension cord. Jolene got her race car out this morning. Had to take a look at it. Looks good. Looks good. Ooh. We might even take it out and take a look at it. You know, why things are going along here. I'm just going to cut a little bit more out, Aiden. Watch yourself. Should be a good enough hole for the steering wheel, shouldn't it, baby? Huh? I'm going to make a new firewall for this bad boy, so no fret. No fret. Sucker's heavy. What's holding on here? Shifter brackets. Can that come up through there, Jaden, or am I fooling myself? What am I doing here? What's going wrong here? Why can't I? Now, I'm gonna have to cut more of that firewall to get that up in there, or what?
It's looking like it.
Are you serious? Don't want to scratch that steering wheel up, but I need more out, don't I, Aiden?
Just a little bit.
Okay, just a little bit. He likes that song too. Don't you, Aiden? Yeah. It'll be nice when you get the car done. We'll be able to steer it around. We was going to put the front end on, but we may as well have the steering wheel on there so we can steer it around after we do it. We wouldn't want to take the front end back off again. Little units right there.
Gotcha.
Are you able to go in further?
Yep.
Take her right in first. We need to get her. Something like that right there, old brother.
Okay.
You got a hold of her?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got this now.
Okay, I'm just going to let that down right there like that for a second.
Yep.
You got a hold of her?
Yep.
I got a couple holes here. The video yesterday that we were watching, that was it was quite comical. I don't think anybody got to realize that we just had made a gas tank or built a gas tank. So we did not know if the spout was all the way down inside the gas tank to pick up the gas that we had put in it. That was the issue. Alrighty. Now, just a second here. I got a bolt. It's got to come off. Man, she's greasy. Did you save that for me, sweetheart? All right. Up just a little bit, Aiden. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Gotcha.
There. I need to put a nut on this one. Hold my tongue right. It's all about the holding the tongue right. Come on, baby. Come on. Actually, I'm going to lay that set aside because I can't see it. I'm going to do this one. Up just a bit. Hey. Here's that one. Hopefully I can get this one started. That went on nice. Got a nut right here. Sometimes they're a hindrance. Sometimes I need them. Sometimes you close your eyes and you wake up, your dream has come true. The nut is on. And other times it could be a nightmare. There was another there. What's it look like inside there? You hard up against the door? We need a smaller wheel, like.
She's pretty close to the door,
not bad, eh?
Not bad.
Not bad. All right. Now, the last one. That one goes. Nope, goes to the other side. Wow, that went on good. This way here we'll be able to steer it and it'll feel like a real car. Indeed. Feel like a real car. I took steering wheel away from the door, didn't it?
Yeah, it brought her more.
Awesome.
That's good.
I was wondering that because the chassis is not the right chassis for the car, and I was wondering what that was going to do. Doesn't have to be on real tight, but I might as well snug them up. Can I get my finger on that one? There we go. Good. Awesome. So now we got the steering column sort of in place. What it tells me is the wheel's good because it's got some distance in between the door. You wouldn't want it so close that you're banging your knuckles. It looks good in there. I think it's going to fit the dash right on pretty well where that bracket is. It's good. You're allowed to come out, Aiden, if you like.
All right.
And if you don't want to, you're more welcome to stay and drive it for a little while. I got to put the car down yet. Just leave that trunk lid up, that's fine. Let's take a look at this here. We had the 62, it hasn't been running for 30 years. We bought it because of it's a wagon, and what we're coming to find out that it's quite rare. Jolene looked it up on Haggerty yesterday, what it's worth. There's excellent, good, and fair. We're saying that this thing is in fair condition, I guess. We need some quarter panel work, but it needed a gas tank. The brakes have not been gone over in I don't know how many years. Need a gas tank and the brakes, and that's basically about it that we're going over right now. But yesterday you watched the video, it was very funny. We did not tell you, but it needed a gas tank, and we did not have a gas tank for it, so I made one, and it's a 63 Ford gas tank. I had to change it because the tire come down in the trunk, and then we had to cut out part of the gas tank and section or put a piece in it or take a piece out of the gas tank to get it so it would apply in the car. And that's why we didn't know if it was picking up gas. We didn't know if we had enough gas in it. We didn't know if the sending unit was picking up the gas. We did not know. That was the issue there. We were going on about. Aiden has come along and rock guarded and cleaned up some of the underneath of it. I can say that the floor in the old wagon has never been repaired. There's no patches in the floor anywhere on this old car. I can see on the frame that somebody has taken and took a torch and cut out some slots in the chassis. I'm thinking it had rust inside of it and they wanted to get it out or whatever is in the chassis. I put a little piece in there. It had some rod area. I put a little piece in there. And I had to put a little piece in here on this side. It had a little bit of rod area. And I used a 16 gauge or 14 gauge and put that in there. 2 little pieces you can see from there to there that I had to put in there. But I'm thinking that's why they cut them out. And I left them because if anything gets inside of it, it can come out. The old car has not been repaired on the underneath of it. All the mounts were good. We got up front here and on the inside sill, like I keep talking about inside sills. When I made the floor for the 40, Aiden put a piece, there was a little piece put in here up front. It had a little spot there, it had to be repaired. Aiden did that. It had a little spot in here that had to be repaired. Aiden did that. You also can tell that it has its original sills on it because you can see the drain holes that were put in that car from original. Pretty cool. But basically, Aiden's come along and blacked it out, made it look pretty good. Everything's good on it, like the emergency brake works. All the mounts are good now. We did any metal work that need to be repaired on the underneath of it. So basically, we just have to get the booster. I think the booster's gone bad. We have to get the booster fixed. We got the gas being picked up from the gas tank now. And I'm thinking when we blew through it, probably the line was plugged. I'm not sure what's going on there yet, but now we got gas going to it from the electric fuel pump. I think we're gonna just hook the mechanical one back up, and I think it'll work. But basically, that's what we got going on. We got her fixed underneath here, got her blacked out, looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Haggerty. I think the Haggerty value on this at fair was how much? Was $20,000 fair. I don't think I'd pay $20,000 for it, but it tells how rare it is. $20,000. That's quite something else. I was thinking, maybe 5 or 6, maybe, but $20,000.
It's a chunk of change.
Quite a chunk of change, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Quite a chunk of change. The old car needs quarters from the back door back. It needs quarters put on it, and I was thinking that I would probably do the quarters and make a video of making new quarter panels for it because it needs it, or the car needs them. The underneath is going good. We have to get it running on its own power. It runs, the motor sounds awesome in it. Basically, the interior is fairly decent in it. We have to get the headliner. If you want to grab the hoist on the inner side here and pull that bad boy out, and we'll get this bad boy out of the way. The interior is not bad on it. It's real good on it, actually. Nothing's ripped or anything like that, but the headliner is falling down. We're gonna have to glue that back up. And what I like about that headliner is that it's not material. I think it's like a board of some sort, and I'm thinking that we'll just have to put some plastic cement on it and glue it back up in place. Yeah. Basically, got a tail light on it, got another tail light put on it. That looks good. The car's got good rubber on it. Basically, what we have to do now is get her running on her own power and fix the master or the booster on it. That's basically it. I think the master cylinder is just fine. Let's push this bad boy out, Aiden. Don't break the tail light. It rolls good now. It wouldn't roll before. It rolls good now. But that's her. She looks good. That's good. She's not going nowhere. 62 Mercury commuter. Not a bad old car. Looks funny like that because the transmission fluid or the fluid come out of the hoist, and that's what happened there. So basically, right now we're going to put this tractor in neutral. Jolene caught the lawn tractor on fire the other day. Didn't you, baby? Caught her on fire. Here, Aiden, push this lawn tractor back. Get that door. Get that door open up. We can get the front end put on it.
Okay.
So that's the front end there. We're going to bring it in and put it on the car. Oh, I want to show this real quick. If you don't mind, Jolene, if you don't mind, we'll show this real quick. On this car here, I was explaining on the inside where Aiden had put, we put a a panel up from the A pillar to the firewall. The steering wheel's in the way now, but you can see it. I'll go on the other side and point to it. You can see where we made this panel down here that went from the A pillar up to the firewall. Then Aiden put these two panels in here that went from the B pillar to the wheel well. And then the one he suggested went from the wheel well up to the exhaust pipe. Exactly. And I was showing Aiden the other day the car that we had just acquired. It was funny just to sit and look at it for a minute. And basically what I'm going to show is what I showed Aiden. You can see the panel right there. You know, it doesn't look the same, but it is the same. It connects the A pillar to the firewall. Then you've got the panel that connects. This is the B pillar, the C, I guess the C whatever, I don't know, C pillar. You can see where it connects to the wheel well. We've got that, but ours is down here. That would have been the B pillar to the wheel well. And then you got the one that Aiden suggested from the wheel well up to the back to support it. So basically all the panels that we put in the car are basic panels, but they're just shaped a little different, and ours are probably just a little bit stronger. Basically that's all in the handbag right there. All right, Aiden, let's put that front end on, man. Aiden did a good job on the front end, or did a good job on that. Got all the blacked out underneath of it. Got all the rust holes dealt with, and it's good. You're gonna take that side. I'm going to take this side. I'm going to move this. We need a jack. I'm going to get a jack stand for a second. Just 1 minute, I'll break with you. We need a jack stand just to hold the front end. Where does that go? See a jack stand, sweetheart? No. Aiden, you see a jack stand? Okay. Grab it. Dag nabbit. Grab the small one.
One small one?
Yeah, one small one will do. We'll stick it right there. Cool. Let's put the front end on. What I want to do is I want to go together. You going around the other side? I don't want to split the front end grill too much. We'll kind of, you know, headlight, one with the headlight, and one hand there. So we'll kind of stay together the best we can.
Yep.
There we go. Just don't want to stretch or anything or crack anything or break anything, that's all. We're up and over. And yep, that's good. Leave that right there. All right, Aiden, let's just let her back. Just let her set down on the ground or on your tire, whatever it sets first. I think it's going to set on your tire. All righty. I have, what can I say, how are we going to put that on there? Got a couple more jack stands, we do. One for your side, one for my side. Just gonna put it, we'll just tilt this up in the back. Just put your jack stand underneath of it. Cool. Alrighty. So basically, we're coming up I'm gonna come up in the front a little bit. You just we're coming up in the back a little bit.
Okay.
Just pull your jack stand up.
Bit more.
No, you're fine. So basically what I want to do is we've got one spot there. I might get you inside.
Okay.
And this one's got a bolt we can put in that one. We can put a bolt in that one. You just want to steady this bad boy. You want to steady it. Steady the front end and go in the front. Steady it so it don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Slide that down there. Sorry, sweetheart. Kicking you for no reason. Now, don't know if that's the right size or not. Nope. Not at all. This is though. Okay. Now I get in there. See that? This fender doesn't want to. That's. Can't see in there. Hard thing to do. I don't know if that is. It might be right. I'm hoping that this is right because I won't have to do anything to this wheel. Well, that's for sure. I'm going to get one for this side. Second. Excuse me, sweetheart. I'm going to get a 1/2-inch wrench. What a spot. What a spot. I should have grabbed the ratchet, but I'm thinking that's going to hold.
Yeah.
We've got totally different holes. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm going to go in. Is it all right now where it's at? Is it holding? I'm going to go inside and go throw a bolt through. You're going to go inside and put a nut on.
Okay.
You're going into the trunk?
Going into the trunk.
Give him a washer.
All right.
Washer first, and then the nut. You're on the driver's. We're going on the driver's side.
Driver's side. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah. Gotcha. Washer.
Put a washer and then put a nut on the best you can. Good. Awesome.
There we go.
You're a bad cat. You're a bad cat. That looks good. I don't think I have to do much of anything other than maybe a little bit here. Looks real good. Hickory dickory dock. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to move this front end over just a bit. The reason being is, it looks even like a bumper could even work on this bad boy. I'm going to get a 1/2-inch socket and try to tighten that one up. You're all right where you're at, Aiden, I think, for a minute.
All right.
And I'm not sure if anything's going anywheres. Can I put another one on? I can put another one on there. This side over here, it bolts up. On this side over here, this fender, this looks like a new fender, and it does not. The bolt holes do not line up. That's what I'm trying to say. The bolt holes. Ah. Aiden,
Yeah.
are you able to come down through that firewall?
Yeah.
Are you're able to come down through there? Right on. That's from eating crackers and blueberries. See, I eat pizza and put your ratchet on that bad boy. See if that'll go in there. You're gonna turn the right way for you. Just go easy. Yeah, keep going. Go for it. Turn it hard.
A little bit.
You're hardly turning.
There we go.
Go for it. Give her hell. Wind her in. I'm guessing I'm not cross-threaded. I'm guessing. I maybe should have put a washer on that, maybe.
Oh, on this side?
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe? That's good enough for now. I'm thinking.
Maybe.
That's good enough for now. It's cracked there too, so it needs to be repaired.
Yeah.
You can see that there's no hole. I got a hole there for. There's no holes there, so we're gonna have this fender's gonna have to be dealt with. That's okay. That's okay, but it fits good. Fits good. Fits really good. On the outside. You can come out if you like, Aiden, but you're gonna have to go through the back. Well, you can go through the back if you will.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. Actually, maybe I'll get you to shove a bolt in this one. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna go get another bolt.
Okay, yeah.
I like the front. I like the front. The wheel openings. They look good.
Like I was lining up.
Yeah. See if we can get one in. Just do that second one. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be great. Just take your time, get it so it's not cross-threaded. Let me see that bolt. Yeah, it looks like the right size. Do you want a little pen print on that?
Yeah.
Huh? Would that help?
That would be excellent.
Is it going in?
Yeah, the piece inside's loose.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what they're meant to be loose. See
Yeah.
if you can turn it with your ratchet. You want to spray it with this?
Yeah.
Give her a little spray. Give her a little crown. Beautiful. There you go.
All right.
That was called adjustment back in the day. Is to have a nut in a box, and then it free flowed it, and I guess that made it adjustable. Going in okay?
Yeah, it's just.
Put one hand on the socket, one hand on the ratchet. One hand on your socket. Yeah, and then that way there you can, right? Hey. You're a bad cat, Aiden. He liked that. He's a bad cat. Yeah, I like the wheel opening. I think we kind of nailed it, really. Like, I'm thinking that we kind of nailed it. Like, it doesn't. I don't think anything has to be done there. We had a bigger tire on when we first put the front end on the first time. I'm thinking maybe this might need to be cut back, maybe a little bit. Maybe that a little bit, but we've got wheel well here, and we can manipulate that a little bit. But I'm thinking that this is fine. That opening's fine. To me, it's fine. Bad boy, what you gonna do? Chad runs over you. Let's go take a look at the race car. We haven't seen that for a while. Aiden, just put it in snug, okay?
Yeah,
just snug will be fine. Take a look at the race car. Pushed this out this morning, Aiden did. That's the first thing I got him to do. Oh, Fiend is out here sleeping underneath of it. Good dog. We got some work left to do to that, but it does run. We put it away. Jolene parked it running, so that's what we're going to do. We end up playing with it a little bit. But there she is in all her glory. We get to see it again. Summertime's here, right? All the cars come out to play. And that's what we're doing. We're going to play. Got to get the holes cut on the other side. Got to get the doors cut open, get the hinge put on. Got to get a tank, like a moon tank built for the front. And this makes me want to work on the cab over. That's what it does. It wants me to make me work on the cab over. The guy that sent the picture with the cab over hauling the race car on a trailer, that was a cool picture. That was a cool picture. I think Jolene said, leave it right there. She likes it in front of the shop. You like it? We get to look out the window of our house and look at the shop. That's why I kind of like all the signs on there. I kind of enjoy that. No, I do enjoy that. So you got her, Aiden, did you?
Got her on.
Just snug?
Yeah, just snug.
Just Good. Awesome. So on the other side, I see that it's going to have some manipulating done on the fender to put that on. We're going to have to take and on the car, there's some holes that we covered up when we put the panel in. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drill some holes and weld some shouldered nuts in the hole, and then there'll be no adjustment. We'll just put them in like a shouldered nut with a shouldered nut, so not with a shoulder on like a washer, and we'll weld it right into the side of the car. There'll be no adjustment on it. These ones run loose inside of like a square, like a cage. The nuts run loose in a cage, and that way they're on there. But as I get looking at it, I'm pretty satisfied with the front wheel openings. I thought I was going to have to do a bunch of work there. The car, I'm going to hook up the steering. Aiden, if you want to pop out again,
yeah,
and take that piece right there, see that piece hanging down?
Yes.
And pop it in here.
Yeah.
And put the nut on it, and then the car will steer.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do now, I guess, we can see that I think the bumper would work. Coming out these holes in the front end, you can see how the frame is right in line with that. That's basically how we're going to do that, line that up. We have to make something from the front to hold the front of the car. That's what we have to do. We have to put a rad support in there of some sort. It seems, what does it seem? There seems to be something, not sure what I'm trying to say. The radiator must come up here. Okay, the hood goes on, then the radiator must come up here because the hood must cover the radiator is what I'm thinking. So is that turn? You want the wheel turned one way or another? Is that what you want?
Yes,
I can do that for you, old brother.
Thank you.
Or just which way? Which way you want it to go?
Perfect.
That going good?
That's good. Perfect.
Awesome. I like when Aiden says perfect. And just stick the nut on. It can go on loose as far as that goes. It wasn't far off with the hole for the steering column, that's for sure. And basically that's what's going to have to go on when we do our firewall. We're going to make a new firewall because we're going to make a new one, and we're going to have to add it all to the floor. When we get the motor in it, that's when we'll do the tunnel. That's the time to do it. The steering wheel is nicely inside the cabin. Nice inside the cabin. Beautiful. That's all hooked up.
Yes.
We're steering. She's rocking and rolling.
Should be good.
Awesome. Watch this now. Yeah, she steers. She rolls and steers. So basically, we're going to get the hood on. We'll put the hood on and play with it a little bit. So mostly what we're going to do now is just stand back and take a look at it and see if we like everything. I like the wheel opening. I might cut them back if we come over this side and take a look. I'm not sure. We're going to have to take a look at the Hot Wheels car. Have you got the computer here? Have not got the computer here, but I'm thinking as we get looking at this, and this cuts in here tight like this, there's lots of wheel opening there for the car. I like this height here. It kind of is the exact same height to what's going on here. We got a monster wheel, and we've got a smaller wheel. You're more welcome to quote if you want, Aiden, but I'm not sure. We're going to have to look at the Hot Wheels car, but I'm thinking probably that might look better. I'm not sure. Just to give the effect of the back being opened up too far, and that would look like the front's opened up too far. We've got a little bit to do to wrestle around with things to get the front end to fit, and the reason we're going to have to get the front end to fit, and then we can start making our running boards. We have not got any of the running boards. We're going to make them, you can guess if you like, exhaust pipe and probably square tubing. So the exhaust, we'll bend it, what we have to do with the exhaust pipe, and we'll maybe run square stock inside here. I'm not sure. I'm also seeing that, what am I saying? The running board, to me, by the shape of the door and the shape of the back quarter panel, the running board cannot be flat because it won't look good, I don't think. I think what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to run the shape of the door and the quarter on the running board to make it look right. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to put the trunk lid down so everybody can stand back and take a look at it. Ooh, that works good. Very happy with the round stock over here. Jolene already showed that. Very happy with how strong the fenders are. Very happy about that. Amazing strong, amazing strong. And we're gonna have to get the toy up and take a look, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I would like to run forward power in this. There's been a big discussion about that. And the reason I'd like to run forward power in this is because we're gonna put the exact same thing as the Hot Wheels on the back, the big Ford oval with oldie but a goodie on it. You know, try to stay true to that thing with the racist stripe up there. Let's put the hood on it, and I got a hood scoop to put on. Let's put the hood on, Aiden.
All right.
If you don't mind, please, and thank you.
Please.
We're kind of sitting a little off a little bit. And when we built the car's sitting right on the chassis, but when the chassis was sitting with a flat tire a long time, it got a little bit of a twist to it, and but that's okay. Everything else is good on it because we measured it. Ooh, I love it.
Good.
Love it. Don't scratch it.
Nope. Don't scratch the rust.
I'm just joking with you. Let's shut back a little bit. Yeah. Something like that, bye. I don't think she's gonna fall. I don't think. That thing there's nice and it's sitting okay. Got a couple bolts end up here. I want to get something. Got quite a bit to make it tight, and to make it tight and make it so we can roll it around, but it's good visual day today. It's a good visual day. Man, that thing's hot. Not as hot as you, Jolene, but it's hot. What do you think of that, Aiden?
He's looking the part now, that's for sure.
I think it's badass.
I would say so.
Badass. Standard or automatic? Have to go standard, I think. Spin them big wheels. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. We'll see.
More fun.
But I'm thinking that we'll put a Ford power plant in it. I'm thinking. Man, that thing's cool. I'm loving it. I'm actually loving it. All right, Aiden, come on over here, Aiden. See you later, everybody.